This semester, I've been researching milk, its merits, its downfalls, and more specifically, whether or not we should be drinking milk after infancy. It is widely known that all mammals, including humans, are dependent on their mother's milk during infancy. People began consuming animal milk after infancy with the onset of animal domestication and dairy farming that took off around 7000 BC. But is consuming dairy after infancy beneficial to humans? There are conflicting opinions. Proponents of the dairy industry, such as the Got Milk campaigners, have been pushing their products since the early 1990s. However, there has been recent research that has uncovered how milk might not be necessary for human health. Studies indicate that indeed drinking milk after infancy could do more harm than good. I interviewed a couple of my friends to see how much dairy they consume on a daily basis, as well as to see how much dairy they think the government's MyPlate recommends per day. Let's see what they said.
Two.
0.
2.
2.
0. 0. 4.
2.
3.
3.
Maybe 4.
I don't know.
I would guess 2.
Stay tuned and I'll let you know how much MyPlate really recommends on how many servings of dairy you should be having each day. What do dairy supporters say are reasons to drink milk? First, the calcium in milk is what builds strong bones. Second, drinking milk is a part of a well-balanced and healthy diet. Third, which is a personal favorite of mine, serving your children milk is a great first step in helping them achieve lifelong success. This last reason to drink milk was featured in the Got Milk campaign's most recent commercial entitled Champion. I'm here to share with you the research that shows not only how milk is unnecessary for humans, but also how it can be harmful. For years, the Got Milk advertisements featured well-recognized faces sporting a milk mustache to show young children as well as teens how drinking milk builds strong bones. However, recent research indicates that the amount of excess calcium found in milk, regardless of whether it is also fortified with vitamin D, can actually contribute to an increased risk of bone fracture. Other studies show that countries where milk is not consumed do not have a higher risk of bone fracture. The government's MyPlate nutritional recommendation for dairy is 3 servings to be included in a day's meals. A recent scientific journal article published by researchers at Harvard show there is no nutritional data backing up the government's recommendations. Indeed, the doses of calcium in dairy recommended for residents of the UK is much lower. While some argue that drinking milk after infancy is abnormal, it is apparent that not everyone should drink milk, particularly those who, like me, suffer negative symptoms from lactose intolerance or milk allergy. These effects range from stomach irritation, to gas, to diarrhea, and finally to a very serious and potentially deadly allergic reaction to drinking milk. As you can see, there are a lot of competing viewpoints as to whether or not we should be drinking milk. So, what should you do? You can still drink milk if it doesn't cause you problems, but opt for a higher fat content milk such as whole milk instead of low-fat options. Drinking low-fat milks can lead to lack of satiation, and kids often fill this void by eating high-calorie snacks. Drinking whole milk makes you feel fuller longer. Don't shoot for the government's MyPlate recommended dose of 3 servings of dairy a day. And as Yoni Friedhoff suggests, please stop asking your children to finish their milk. Keep a balanced diet full of dark green leafy vegetables that can fulfill your body's need for calcium. Keep pumping iron and exercise regularly. And last but not least, drink as much water as your heart desires, for it is truly nature's perfect beverage.